Are we really so heartless as to ask for a reward for looking into Malik's friend's death case? Are we really that malice? Of course we are.
Malik, don't take this the wrong way, but I need some kind of incentive to justify any complications that might arise.
I'll see what I can do, but I can't promise anything.
Ooh, you're gonna have to sweeten the deal a little bit, Malik. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do this now.
This autopsy report, once you got your hands on it, what were you planning on doing next?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I'm a pilot, not a cop, but I felt I had to do something while I had the chance. Maybe once you get the report and we know what it says, we can improvise.
Whoa, 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 whoa. We can improvise? Look, I said I would consider getting the autopsy report. I don't really know if I want to be getting dragged into this. I mean, I like Malik. She's getting to the bro sort of status. She's a good lad. Kind of, in a way. She's no jock, but she's all right. Let's get a bit more. Let's hear a bit more about this. Let's hear what this Evelyn was like.
Tell me about Evelyn.
She was beautiful, carefree, loved to have a good time. I met her during my internship for a private transportation and logistics firm here in Shanghai. She was a great pilot too, knew how to feel the currents, to push the bird just so. Too bad her talents for reading the wind didn't translate to reading guys.
How so?
She was always getting into trouble with the wrong crowds, and it always had to do with some boy. She knew I didn't like him, her boyfriend at the time, Lee. It drove a wedge between us, and when we parted ways, it wasn't amicable.
I understand.
She was a good girl, Jensen. She deserved better.
Yeah, that's that's usually the hallmark of an abusive relationship. The abuser will try and cut the person off from family and friends. That's abusive relationships 101, unfortunately. Yeah, let's hear more about this Lee guy. I'm having a hard time believing this. Holy crap, we are cold. Yeah, we are.
Why do you suspect Evelyn's boyfriend had something to do with her death?
Because he was poison, right from the start. Born into money and influence, but never once assuming responsibility for anything. I don't think he's worked an honest day in his life.
So he was a wealthy, pig-headed asshole. If that was reason enough to accuse someone of murder, half the world would be in the pen.
No, there's more to it than that. He's known for violent outbursts, domestic altercations. He nearly killed a kid over some stupid gambling feud. The problem is, his family made him untouchable, even to the police.
And Evelyn was okay with all of this?
She always tried to see the good in people, give
Yep.
them the benefit of the doubt. You could say that's just being naive or even stupid, but I think she was just innocent.
Yeah, unfortunately that's another tactic for manipulators. To try and turn someone's good side against them. And the problem with good people is that they're happy to see the faults in themselves. And they can often, if their abuser's gaslighting them, they can start to question their own actions and intentions and start to see their abuser as a victim, which is a really insidious form of manipulation. How did you get the police report?
You said you've seen the police report. Who gave it to you?
An old friend who was also a good friend of Evelyn's. He used to work for the Shanghai PD. He left a copy of it along with a few other things concerning Evelyn in a pod here for me to look at. He also left some instructions on how to contact someone at LIM for the autopsy report he's convinced was intentionally buried.
Why would Lim have anything to do with Evelyn's autopsy report?
If
Yeah.
you haven't noticed, the Chinese government has been outsourcing branches of its public services for years. Bell Tower polices the streets, and nowadays LIM does more than just cosmetic surgery. They're often contracted for special cases like Evelyn's.
And what made Evelyn's case so special, you think?
Her boyfriend, Lee. He was at the scene. He had Evelyn's blood on him and tested positive for alcohol and drugs in his system. With his rap sheet, it wasn't looking good for him. But his family, they're on a lot of boards with deep pockets and a lot of reach. They wouldn't suffer the embarrassment of having their son indicted on a suspected murder charge.
Yeah, this is sounding more and more suspicious as it goes on, because she talked about a blood splatter. There was a blood splatter at the scene. People who fall downstairs don't often make blood splatters. I'm not talking from experience, of course. I haven't been involved in anything like that. Honest. But generally, it's you know, if they survive, there's bruising. If they die, there's obviously no bruising. But yeah, there's certainly, sure, scrapes, cuts, broken bones, but a blood splatter. And the blood splattered enough for Lee to get some on him. So he would need to be at the bottom of the stairs to be splattered. This doesn't make sense. Okay, you know what, Malik?
Okay, I'll help. What do you need me to do?
My lead, he works for Lim. He's a systems technician who apparently has access to their entire database. He's willing to hand over a copy of Evelyn's autopsy report.
So you want me to meet him and get the report? Is that it?
Yes, but he'll only respond to a certain phrase. Death and life have their determined appointments. To which he'll reply, riches and honors depend upon heaven.
Christ, Malik,
Come
this is
on.
starting to sound like something out of a bad spy movie.
Yeah.
I know. He's just trying to protect himself. I didn't pick the damn quote. So just play along and remember the line, okay? You'll find him inside the lobby of the Lower Hengsha Limb Clinic.
Does this guy have a name?
None that I know of. But he apparently goes by the handle Anonymous X. I know.
Anonymous. X. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, before I forget, everything concerning Evelyn's incident, newspaper articles, the police report, limb details, it's all inside pod 009 here in the hotel. You should read over everything if you can.
Pod 9. Got it.
I need to go. Contact me with any updates and... Thank you. I really appreciate this, Jensen.
009. Okay. Okay. Interesting.
And it's time that we as a species stepped up to
Very interesting. Where did we come in? Was it this way?
is to modify ocean temperature,
Pod 009. We'll get to it.
ion seeding, and geothermal management.
We will get to it.
But many people believe that your Arctic
How big is this place? Pretty damn big. So we have a big open courtyard here. Then I guess these are the pods. So there's quite a lot to see here. Quite a lot to see.
ocean installation is more risky.
Right, let's start on the ground floor. Storage. Wait. Oh no. This. I just got confused for a second there. Whoa. Aha. Black market arms dealers, perhaps? Pengs in how? Bodyguard.
Ah, you buy or sell? I do it all. Look at a computer and see for yourself.
Wait, what a strange thing to say on the very first time that you meet someone, but... Well, let's do it. I don't think we have much to sell. A lot of pistol ammo. We have quite a bit to sell. Right, let's keep those EMP grenades, because apparently they will completely disable robots, which I should know about. Only, yeah. Actually, I should know about, because I've played the first Deus Ex. But I never used them in the first game, so... Yes. Right, these stack in 5s, don't they? So let's get rid of that one. Sell those. We'll sell that. Right, 27,000 credits. What can we buy? I don't really think we need anything. Maybe they'll have something nice here. Exploding rounds package. Or what? Bullets explode to damage anything within a radius of a few meters. Could be good. Could be fun. Rate of fire. I don't know. Handguns, rifles, combat firearms. They're not that expensive, really, are they? What would they cost? 1,500, 250. Yeah, you know what? Let's leave it.
Yeah, I will be right here.
Let's leave it. We'll know that they're there, should we ever need them. Something. Pod number 9. Pod number 9. 009, so it's probably on the first floor. Would guess. It looked like there could be about 9 pods on each floor, about 10, something like that. Hey, look! Sarif.
Earth's ecosphere is in serious trouble, Eliza. And it's time that we as a species stepped up to make things better.
Why is he selling? Why is he selling these, you know, self-help cybernetic manuals alongside some kind of pornography? That doesn't make sense.
When will we be able to see the truth for ourselves?
As soon as the installation is complete.
If you would like to hear more of my exclusive interview,
Right. Let's check behind the stairs. Ooh, armor piercing system. Yes, please. Oh, we can't combine it with anything. It's just for the 10mm pistol. Well, we don't need that. We can go and sell it to our new friend.
Here's what the man had to say.
My visit to Prague was related exclusively to the project which has consumed all of my attention these days.
You're referring to the Panchaea Project, the cooperative global initiative that aims at healing our world.
Earth's ecosphere is in serious trouble, Eliza. And it's time
Okay.
that we as a species stepped up to make things better.
Why?
Best chance at doing this is to modify ocean
There
temperature
must be like
through a combination of
a lot of people living here. It doesn't look like it from the map, but there must be.
Have 2 women on the 2nd floor of the West Wing evicted. Will you sign?
在2楼，为什么？他们干什么了？
It's very obvious they're involved in prostitution.
我知道你在说谁了。
I know this is not exactly a 5-star hotel, but if people want escorts, they can go to the Honghua.
Okay, where I sign?
Wow, he didn't take much convincing, did he? What makes her think they're involved in prostitution?
Thinking of moving in? It's not the best place in Hengsha, but at least it's affordable.
No, I would not be seen dead here. Not in this absolute rat hole. I've got my own place, thank you very much. I even have a secret cubbyhole for my things, whereas this place wouldn't even wish this on my worst enemy. Well, nah, I probably would.
Stepped up to make things better.
我搞不懂为什么今天找不到人来这里修空调。
是啊，这简直是盗罪！我只能抽到通风口边来偷东西。
Well, there's way too much going on here.
Believe that your Arctic Ocean installation is more risk
我
than
恨这栋
certainty.
楼。
When will we be able to see the truth for ourselves?
We got the old Deus Ex music, we got the conversations, we got this TV playing, man. This place is doing my head in. Oh man, I would hate to live here.
This is Eliza
I would hate to live here. What's he got? What are these?
It doesn't happen often.
Everything I've got, real cheap.
Yeah, I would hope so. I mean, they
Millionaire
look awful.
has contacted me personally.
About Charles Darwin and the origin of the species. Nice.
城里最好的价
Here's
格。
what the man had to say.
My visit to Prague was related exclusively to the project which has consumed all of my attention these days.
You're referring to the Panchaea Project, the cooperative global initiative that aims at healing our world.
All right, well let's head upstairs. This is a hotel, some kind of short-term
chance at doing this
short-term rental.
through a combination of ion seeding and geothermal.
Section 0. Let's start here.
But many people believe that your Arctic Ocean and
Section 0. This is probably going to likely be where
when will we be
the autopsy report is. Wow, okay, there's a lot more than 10 people living here, isn't there?
would like to hear more of my exclusive interview with you, Daryl?
So,
Log on to www.com.
02.
This is Eliza
Where's 0? Where is 01? Here we go, this is where we start. Right. Oh, holy crap, man, what an awful place to live. Look at this. Imagine getting up and just being straight out here in this hellhole. It's cozy. Claustrophobic sort of way. Sure people don't mind us stealing. Probably happens all the time in a place like this. Ugh. Why have you got this here? Take it out, put it in the trash. Must absolutely stink in there when they close that. Close the screen. Is there even a screen or is it just curtains? Jeez man, what about the security's like in this place? I don't know if I'd feel safe sleeping here. There we are, 009, this is the one. So from Badgie to MMU. Fly Girl. That's got to be Malik, right? Is she MMU? Malik. What's her? She's Farida, isn't she? Malik. Farida Malik. Flagger, the limb contact has agreed to meet you tonight. I don't know how large or small this window or opportunity is, or how long it will remain open to us, but it's the only thing we have to go on. Hopefully we can trust him he holds the biggest piece of this puzzle. Sorry I can't be of any more help on this. Much as it pains me to see Lee walk, my hands are tied. If my supervisor found out I was even talking about this, he'd have my badge. I've attached a copy of the police report filed on the night of the incident. The original transcript has been practically gutted by IID. As you will no doubt see, the autopsy report should help fill in the blanks. Ah. P.S. You owe me a pocket secretary. Right. Why did Malik leave this here? Why she left the autopsy just sitting here? So... incident. 23-year-old Caucasian female dead on arrival from probable fall downstairs. Only witness is boyfriend who was found at scene. The victim was Evelyn Carmichael. She sustained severe head trauma, cranial lacerations, internal bleeding, swelling, likely cause of death. Severe head trauma. Cranial lacerations. Okay, yeah, head trauma. Yeah, you fall down the stairs. Yeah, okay. Cranial lacerations. You're probably not going to get many cuts on your head. Where's the mention of any other broken limbs? She's been hit in the head. Suspect Lee Hong. Details on citation needed. At approximately 23:49, personnel from the LHPF responded to a distress call from suspect 209 Lee Hong. Upon arrival at the scene, the responding officer witnessed victim on the ground near citation needed. Victim was unresponsive. First response EMT unit on scene pronounced victim deceased at 002 hours. Transported somewhere else. Pronounced deceased. So they responded at 23:49. You know, it took them 5 minutes to get there. It took another 5 minutes to pronounce them dead, something like that. The suspect was wearing a shirt covered in what appeared to be the victim's blood. Questioned by responding officers. The subject was visibly distressed, claiming victim had been drinking prior to the incident and had fallen. Right. His shirt was covered in blood. Yeah. Because if someone injures himself and they're bleeding and you go over to help, you tend to get blood on your hands. Not on your clothes. You might get it on your clothes as well if you were really... You'd have to be hugging them at that point though. Suspect was tested, confirming suspicion of intoxication. He was then detained and transported. Further questioning after EMT unit cleared him for release. Yeah, so he was drunk. He also claimed that Evelyn was drunk. Suspect later claimed incident occurred moments before call to LHPF, roughly between 23:40 and 23:45. Further screening and urine analysis revealed narcotic element EXT9 in subject system. Okay, so she was on something. Forensic evidence seemed turned up inconclusive data to support suspect's claim. Blood spatter analysis concluded that while blood cast off patterns matched those of a fall. Oh, okay. There's no evidence of a low to medium velocity impact spatter to match the victim's wound, plausible cause of death. Blunt force head trauma, and intracranial hemorrhaging. So there was blood there that matched those of a fall. There was no evidence of a low to medium velocity impact spatter to match victim's wound. No evidence of a blood spatter that matched the victim's wound. What does that mean? So there were patterns there that matched those of a fall, but there was nothing there that matched the victim's wound. Ah. She was hit somewhere else. She was hit somewhere else. Right, that's what it's saying. She was hit somewhere else. And then she was taken to the stairs. Thrown down them. So there was a blood spatter that is inconsistent with a fall. She was thrown down the stairs. She did go down the stairs and left a blood spatter, but it was not consistent with the type of splatter that her wound would suggest. So she was hit somewhere else. We don't know where that was. Transported to the stairs and then thrown down it. That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like. Rooftop pitfalls claim another. Oh man, yeah, those rooftop falls. Yeah, there's a God, man, they're an unexplained phenomena in this city, aren't they? Evelyn Carmichael, a young woman in her early 20s, became one of the latest victims claimed by the deadly Yazoo rooftops. Let's stop this thing. Let's read it in here. Oh, that radio's annoying. Right, Evelyn Carmichael, a young woman in her early 20s, became one of the latest victims claimed by the deadly Yazoo rooftops that have authorities clamouring for stricter safety regulations and zoning permits. Yeah, anyone could fall off those. Sources say that sources close to the victim say Evelyn had been out celebrating with a boyfriend before the incident occurred. A witness whose identity was not released claims she slipped and fell while descending one of the many staircases that connect the Yazoo and Qui-Gon rooftops with Pandang Street below. We've been there. Police believe alcohol and drugs may have influenced the fatal accident, but officials claim the tragedy could have been avoided entirely if laws were different. With elections just around the corner, Evelyn's death will no doubt spark a host of new debate and controversy concerning citywide safety regulations. Rooftop-related injuries and deaths have steadily risen over the last 5 years, make up over 60% of what? 60% of what?
Interesting question. My instant reaction is, of course, he should.
60% of all recorded accidental fatalities each year. Okay. So, this wasn't a set of stairs that she fell down in a house. This was a set of stairs outside. You'd think someone would have heard something.
Log on to www.highcastweb.com. This is Eliza Cassan reporting to you live.
Keeps his shoes neat. Man, what a trusting person.
It doesn't happen often, folks, but it appears that I may have to retract
Just to leave all the stuff here. Playing games on his phone. Right. Look at this. This is a nice little setup. Trank darts. Why do you have these, mate? Like, seriously. Like, what is this? You go out, you meet women, you bring them back to your high-tech little place, then you tranquilize them for your own nefarious deeds, mate. Holy crap. Oh, the depravity some people will get up to. We need more moral, upstanding people like myself. Oh, how to win at Mahjong? The basics. It's a mistake to think of Mahjong as a game of pure luck. To be successful requires... Yeah, let's read it. Let's read it in the menu again. To be successful requires considerable skill. For example, the player who is well versed in the rules and who masters the scoring chart will make the best decisions. This is one of the most basic strategies to master and win a game of Mahjong. Another helpful tip is to notice and memorize the discarded tiles of other players in order to know what tiles they will pick up. Play it carefully to have an edge. Mahjong, prudence is rewarded. When discarding your own tiles, do so discreetly. This will keep your opponent from figuring out the type of hand you are playing. A good Mahjong player should be flexible enough to change tactics in the middle of a game if necessary. It always pays to be adaptable. Once you receive your tiles, immediately evaluate the number you'll need to win. For this, you must determine the specific number of tiles you will need to finish with the shortest possible path. When, do not be afraid to take chances. Discard tiles you will not need. Ah, these are the different strategies. Playing not to lose. Discard your tiles cautiously. Look for a draw. Don't be the first to discard a dragon or wind tile. Yeah, I've never played this game. I know roughly what it is, but I've never played it.
Here's what the man had to say.
My visit to Prague was related.
Right, can we turn this off?
Project which has consumed all of my attention.
Yes. Turn this one off too.
Project, the cooperative global initiative that aims at healing our world.
Can't reach that one.
Trouble, Eliza. And it's time that we as a species stepped up to make things.
Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. This is what pod did she say? What pod did she say that the prostitution was going on? Because this looks like it might be here. We'll find out. Yoink! 95 credits, cheapskate. Here. Yeah, so there is a little screen that closes. Probably locks as well.
I know what you have in there.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I saw you with ferret in your shirt the other day. You know pets are not allowed in hotel.
That's not true!
I tell Mr. Chow if you not get rid of it.
You're a very mean lady.
Ferret in his shirt, man. This message has not been sent. Fumai to Yumai. Dearest wife, I cannot take it any longer. I cannot go living in this cramped, tiny place. I cannot keep pretending that my life will get better and you and I will be reunited. My will and determination to fight have left me. Oh no. I've reached the end of the line, but I feel at peace and calm. I'm grateful that I can now go to sleep. I do not feel guilt ending a life which no longer holds any hope. Physically and emotionally, I'm defeated and unable to cope. Please tell the children that I love them. My love for you and for them will never falter. By the time you read this, I will have disappeared from your lives. The Straits of Hengshot will be the last place anyone will ever see me. Brave, I will see you on the other side. Ah, oh, jeez. Look, he's cleaned the place out as well. Oh man. It's hard to care about ferrets, isn't it, when there are much bigger problems in society to worry about. What could have driven this man to do that? Why is he living here and not with his family? I would assume maybe he's been through a divorce, but in that case, why is he writing to tell his wife? Why is he calling her dearest wife? Is he here on business? Is he on a trip? Does he have to work away from the family? He can't handle that. Oh dear. Well, life goes on. Right, Mr. Ferret, what are you hiding in here? Nothing. Boring. Not much privacy, is there? Nothing here. Stairwell? We'll check the stairwell out in one go. Yoink. Oops. Right, so from guest support to all cleaning staff, judging by the amount of dust that's been accumulating on my filing cabinets, desktop and chair, thinking you forgot the access code to my office door. Get in there and clean it. Chow Zhan, Room Divisions Manager. I guess the cleaning staff live on the premises. Surprised there's not a lot more alcohol in this place. Must need it to deal with a place like this. Which, I don't remember which pod they said the prostitution was going on in, but yeah, my guess it's in this area. Probably one of these. I had a pretty good sleep last night, but thanks for caring. No, it's okay. I'm just here on business, to be honest, helping out a friend, you know, kind of stuff. Bennett's there. Can we go and talk to her? Where was she? There.
If you're just looking for a good time, though, I suggest you go to the Bonsoir. We only want decent people living here.
What's wrong with me? What makes you think I'm not decent?
My English not good. I need practice more. Then I get good job at Taiyong.
Yeah, well, it's good to have dreams. Other than being a dream killer like this lady. Honestly, what have I done that's really so bad? Other than that person I threw off the rooftop. You know, other than that. Other than the person I threw off the rooftop and the, you know, the two homeless people that I killed with the rocket launcher. Other than that, you know, really, how bad of a person am I? You know, other than the person I threw off the rooftop, and the 2 homeless people I killed with the rocket launcher, and the other homeless person that was standing beside them that I killed with the revolver, and then not helping people out unless I get a reward that's involved, and then yeah, okay. I see her point.